So, Hare Krishna. Welcome to our Sunday Bhagavatam class. It is March 12th, 2023. I'm in Gainesville, Florida, at the Bhaktivedanta Institute House on planet Earth. So today we're going to begin with First Canto, Chapter 17, Text 14. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So 1:17:14. Jane nagasya ghang yunjang sarvatosya chamadbhayam sadhunam bhadrameva syat asadhu damane krite. So, Parikshit is very tough on law and order. He's making this bold statement. Prabhupada translates this: whoever causes offenseless living beings to suffer must fear me everywhere, must fear me anywhere and everywhere in the world. By curbing dishonest miscreants, one automatically benefits the offenseless. So, Janaya Nagasi, Agang Yunjan, one who commits agha, one who commits an offense, a sin, violence to people who are offenseless, people who have done no harm. Sarvato, everywhere, asya, for that person, for the offender, everywhere, there will be madbhayam, there will be literally fear of me or danger from me. Sadhunam bhadrameva syat asadhu dhamane krite. Because Parikshit says that the good, or bhadra means the good for virtuous people, must come by repressing, by cutting down bad people. And this is a very important point. Somehow some people, not everyone, or not most people, have become insensitive. They think that, somehow this should be tolerated. But actually, if someone is innocent, meaning if someone is simply living their life, doing their duty, not harming other people, then it is absolutely unacceptable for someone to harm that person, to steal from them, to physically injure them. Just absolutely unacceptable. So I personally feel that way. I feel it's just absolutely intolerable, unacceptable to harm an innocent person. And people that do that must be seriously repressed. Actually, in countries where there is very strict enforced law, crime goes way down. It's not just passing the law, it's enforcing the law. When bad things happen to bad people and good people are not victimized, that's a minimum for a civilized country. So Parikshit goes on speaking, anagasviha bhuteshu ya agas krin nirankusha. So he's repeating the same point, that one who is literally near ankusha. Ankusha is like a rod or a hook which controls an elephant. Ankusha. So near ankusha, which Prabhupada translates here as upstart, literally means someone who's out of control, someone whom the laws of society and the force of the government somehow does not control. A person, just an out of control person. Ya agaskrit, one who commits an offense, who commits violence, who to anagasivabhuteshu, again, to innocent creatures. iha, in this world. Those who are out of control and who commit offense. This word agus, if we look in the Sanskrit dictionary, it's interesting to see exactly what Parikshit is talking about here. It means a transgression, an offense, injury, sin. So to injure someone, to harm someone, not to speak of killing someone. And so Parikshit is repeatedly using this word agas and also using the word aga, like in Agasura, the sin demon. Aga means, synonym, evil, to cause pain to others, to cause suffering to others. So, so Parikshit, this is real government, absolutely intolerable to harm an innocent person. This is absolutely intolerable. So Parikshit says, Anaga sviha bhuteshu, yagas krinyarankusha, which I translated, ahartasmi bhujang sakshat. Very heavy. I will personally rip off his arm. In other words, if someone has, Prabhupada translates aharta as I shall bring forth, which is a dictionary definition. See how Prabhupada, that's in the word for word. Prabhupada says, any upstart living being who commits offenses by torturing those who are offenseless shall be directly uprooted by me. That's the aharta, even though he be a denizen of heaven with armor and decoration. So literally, I mean, Parikshit literally says he's just going to tear off his arm, the arm that offended, along with the ahartasmi bhujang sangadam. Angada is an ornament, like a decoration. So, someone may have all these jeweled ornaments on their arm, but if that person has committed violence to innocent people, I'm going to rip his arm off. So that's kind of what it means here, along with the ornaments on the arm. Amaratyasyapi, even if it's some celestial being. So Parikshit is saying, I don't care who you are, I don't care where you come from. In my kingdom, if you harm innocent people, I'm going to tear you apart. So this is very tough language, and he had the power to back it up. So in a country like this, people are actually safe. People are actually safe. So then it is, Parikshit says, Raj no hi paramo dharma, swadharma stanu palanam. He said the highest duty, the highest dharma of a king is anupalanam, to always protect those who stand in their own dharma, those who are doing their duty, those who are following the rules, those who are behaving properly, to protect them, to guard them, always is the highest dharma of a king. Shastraton yan yata shastram, and at the same time, chastising or controlling other people. In other words, other people means those who are not following dharma, and chastising them, controlling them, yata shastram, according to Shastra. Of course, it's interesting here because the verb shasato means of a king who is governing, who is controlling these things. This is the same root as the word Shastra. This is the same root as the word Shastra. So just as Shastra is a book that governs by giving authoritative knowledge, so the verb shasate means governing, controlling. So it's the same root here. And to get even a better idea of this word here, which is used in two different forms, in the Sanskrit dictionary, this verb shas means to chastise, correct, censure, punish, to restrain, control, rule, govern. So a shastra is literally a governing text, a text which governs, which has the authority to govern our behavior. So, and can also mean to chastise too. Correct. So Parikshit is making these bold statements, but he's not bluffing. And he says, and then he says, Shastrato Nyan Yatha Shastram, governing or controlling or repressing, chastising other people, meaning people who don't do the right thing, chastising them according to Shastra and anapad utpataniha, chastising those who literally utpata, who go off the path. Those who go off the path, anapadi, when there's no emergency. I've given this example many times that this to explain this, that if let's say your neighbor's house is on fire, there's some children trapped in the house, so you break down the door, you break the windows, you save the children, and because there was a fire, you're not a criminal, you're a hero. But if there's no fire and you simply go to your neighbor's house and break the door down and break the windows and take away the children, then you're a terrible criminal who will be severely punished. So therefore, Parikshit says, I'm going to chastise those who go off the path anapadi, when there's no emergency. When there's no emergency, they just break all the rules. So he's going to take care of them. Parikshit says that also. And then, so that's Parikshit's statement. Then Dharma Uvacha, Dharma said, Etadvak Pandaveyanam Yuktam Arta Bhayang Vachaha. So these words of yours, this statement of yours, which gives safety, literally abhaya, gives freedom from fear, which gives safety and security to those who are suffering, who are being oppressed. These words of yours are proper. They're fitting. Why? Because you are a descendant of the Pandavas. Etat Pandaveyanam. So for those of you who are in the line of the Pandavas, such words which give security to those in danger, those suffering, such words are proper, fitting. And then he says, Yeshang Guna Gunai Krishna, the Pandavas of whom Krishna, because of all of the good qualities of the Pandavas, Krishna himself, Kritaha, acted, the Lord, Krishna the Lord acted, Dotyadao, literally as their messenger, etc., etc. So Krishna, of course, is the absolute truth, and yet he was so pleased by the qualities, guna ganai, by the qualities of the Pandavas and their descendants, that he personally acted as their servant. Dotya, Duta means a messenger, like Jaladuta means the water messenger. So from the word Duta, you have the word Dotya, which means sort of acting as a messenger, performing the duties of messenger. Dotya, in the Sanskrit dictionary, means the state or function of a messenger, going on the mission of a messenger. So Lord Chaitanya acted as the messenger, the subordinate of the Pandavas and their descendants, because of their extraordinary qualities. And therefore, Krishna personally acted in that way. So, of course, the Dharma is saying this. And what Dharma is saying is that you, Parikshit, are a worthy descendant of these Pandavas. Because if even Krishna was so pleased by their qualities, and you, their descendant, have these same qualities, imagine how pleased I am with you. So that's Dharma's statement. So then the next verse, which is very interesting, Navayam Klesha Bijane Jatakshu Purusharshava Purushang Tang Bijanimo Vakya Veda Vimohita. So we'll do that next time, because we're getting to a very interesting bit of philosophy here, where Dharma is going to make some interesting points about the whole process of blaming others for one's suffering. And so we'll do that next time. Anyway, thank you very much. This is not a long class, but probably some people will be grateful for that. And so I'll take a look and see if there are any questions. Thank you for your comments. Oh, Jai Krishna is there. The Dominican Republic. Hare Krishna. I mean, he's an American, but he lives in the Dominican Republic. Okay. So thank you all very much. Thank you for listening. There are no questions. So I'll stop here for now. I wish you all a very happy, safe Sunday and beyond. Hare Krishna.